All right, guys, today we're going to check out the Wampler Tumnus Deluxe. And from what I'm told, it's another Klon Clone. So let's see how flexible and amazing this pedal is. Let's get started. Well, thanks for joining me for today's episode. I really appreciate it. I'm going to get right into it. So I picked two different amplifiers to run this pedal through just to show how hopefully flexible it is. I'm going to be using the blue channel on the EVH Stealth, which in my opinion is a pretty sculpted and aggressive channel on that amplifier. It's amazing. And I picked something that's a little more classically voiced, like the Mesa Boogie Trinity. I'm going to do channel 2 in the gain boost mode, which is a pretty great crunch channel actually, but it's a little rounder on the top end, a little thicker on the top end. It's just a big beefy amplifier, but it sounds amazing. So two different types of amplifiers. So let's see if this pedal is suitable for either or both of these amplifiers, starting with the blue channel on the Stealth now. So as you can see, I have everything kind of neutral. And, you know, you got the bass, mid, treble. That's the deluxe part of this. And then you have the true bypass switch over here, if you want to have true bypass or not. Choose that there. And then you have this switch here, which is basically normal or hot, I think. And then gain and level. I've got level in the middle, which I'm definitely going to change. So let's start with the blue channel of the Stealth now. And we'll turn the pedal off. So let's hear it with the pedal off first, then we'll engage it and screw around with it. So far, sounds really good. It added that texture that I like. A little bit of a push, but let's mess around with the EQ and see if we can get some more out of this. Still not 100% satisfied with what I'm getting, so let's mess around with it some more. Yeah, turning the treble up a little bit definitely helped. That made a pretty big difference. It gave me that attack and that bite I'm looking for. Let's mess around with the other knobs. Yeah, if you push the mids up too much, you can definitely get that cocked wah thing. Some people really like that. I loathe that sound, so I'm going to keep my mids in the middle. But let's, just for the sake of, you know, testing, let's mess around with the bass knob. dude, this pedal is freaking awesome. Just adding that teeny bit of bass really helped with the feel and the overall girth, if I could say, of the sound. It's pretty girthy. So let's hear what it sounds like on and off. It's on right now. Let's see what it's doing here. Now, one of the things I noticed is even when you turn it off, the amplifier sounds smaller and thinner. You know, now that I have the bass just slightly up here. Look, it's like at 1 o'clock. Let me show you again. I really like that. So not only does this pedal, you know, add some aggression to the amplifier and a great feel and response and attack and all that great stuff, but it adds some fullness to it as well. And that's something I'm discovering that I really like lately with pedals like the Oddbox. You know, pedals like that not only make the amp feel and respond better and sound a little better as well, but there's this fullness that they add, and I really, really like that a lot. And it's funny, like, other overdrives will sculpt the tone really well, but sometimes they can thin out the amplifier a little bit too, where this one, it could possibly do that, but it allows you to kind of bring some of that fullness back in with the bass knob. Now, one thing I found too, this switch is pretty subtle. I don't know if it's a placebo thing, but I think on hot mode, man, I'm trying to read this, it's so small. I think it's adding a little more something, I don't know. But yeah, but I mean, I think these are perfect settings for the Stealth. I really do. So that didn't take long at all. I mean, I got some really good tones out of it with the Stealth. So let's go ahead and set it back to pretty much neutral. I'll keep the level all the way up because we already know I'm going to do that anyways. That's kind of normal. So let's switch over to the Mesa Barba. All right, so now let's hear what it sounds like with the Mesa Barba Trinity. I'm on channel, what is it, channel 2. With the gain boost on, which means it's just, you know, a little more gain in channel 2. It's a great crunch channel, and like I said earlier, it's a thicker, fuller amp, a little more rounder on the top end, and less sculpted. So pedals off. Here are the settings. See what it sounds like without, and then I'll engage it. All right, so far, I'm just getting like that push, and it sounds a little fuller and kind of muddy, but let's just see what we have. All right, so far, not liking it with the Mesa Barba. It gets a little muddy. Let me see here. Let me turn the bass down a little bit. Maybe that's an issue. Let's see what else we got to do here. Yeah, I turned the bass down on the pedal too, and down quite a bit, and bumped the treble up. Let me screw around with it a little bit more. All right, so far, I think this could work with this amplifier with these settings, but which says it's pretty flexible. But let me switch to something a little more sculpted. Let's go to the precision drive and see what that sounds like, because right now the Tumnus is, yeah, not my favorite with an amp like the Mesa Trinity. So let's switch from that to the precision drive and see what happens. Yeah, the precision drive's a little more suitable with that amplifier. Just my opinion. Yeah, the Tumnus is great. I mean, I think it's better for the more modern voiced amplifiers. It doesn't pull a lot of that low end out. It actually adds some if you want it to. And I do think it's a pretty flexible pedal, especially with the modern stuff. Well, the Tumnus is not my favorite pedal with amps like the Mesa Trinity. You can make it work with it if you want, if you use these types of settings here. I brought the level down because it made it kind of mushy when I had it all the way up, and then I added a little bit more gain because I brought the level down. Bring the bass down, the treble up a little bit, maybe just nudge the mids, and I got something useful out of it. Sounded fine, but I mean, that shows the flexibility of it. But I preferred the precision drive with the Mesa Trinity anyways. It's just my opinion. I still think it's a pretty flexible pedal though. Just depends on your taste, but it sounds really good with the more modern voiced and more sculpted amplifiers. I really like that a lot. I mean, the fact that you can add bass is such a handy feature, and add some treble as opposed to a tone knob. You can add some treble to it to get that bite, and that bass will give you that fullness that you're looking for. It really did make a big difference, and I absolutely preferred the amplifier with the pedal on over having it off. So that was really cool. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It was kind of fun for me to do. A lot of people were asking me to do a video on this pedal after I did that one with the Klon Clone by Cherrytone, the Centaur or whatever. Yeah, it was a great pedal. So they were like, oh, if you like that, you're definitely going to like the Tumnus, especially the Deluxe, because it's a lot more flexible. And they were right. There's a lot of great options with that pedal. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. And to all my Patreon supporters and subscribers, thank you guys so much. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And click the bell so that you can be notified every time I either go live or come out with another episode. I got a lot more stuff coming up for you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.